Well, it's the night before surgery. I'm doing this video in my bathroom because my 4.5-year-old is asleep in my bed, and my mom is asleep on my couch, and the baby is asleep in the kids' room. I'm just. I had 48 hours of clear liquids only. I feel like my hair looks weird. It was not as challenging as I thought it would be. The hardest part was that I don't like any of the protein options that are clear. So I had bone broth, which tasted like dead animal in a bad way, and this like clear protein drink, premium protein drink that I hate. I had to drink it with my nose shut in order to tolerate it. My kids both liked it though, which was weird. Drank lots of water. Had some like mint tea yesterday, and today I had sugar-free Jello, like an entire packet of sugar-free Jello, because I just wanted to eat something that wasn't the same old stuff that I had been having the past couple days. So things were pretty good. I had to take Tylenol for a headache this morning, and then this afternoon, and at some point this afternoon felt so nauseous from the hunger that I thought I might have to take an anti-nausea pill, and I called my surgeon to make sure I could, and he said I could, but ended up not needing it, because by the time I got up from resting on the couch I felt better. I guess the Tylenol had kicked in by then. But yeah, I'm nervous, but I guess looking forward to being on the other side of this. Tonight was hard. My toddler, who I don't think really understands what's going on, was really difficult to put to bed. Was just wiling out and being crazy, and I had to yell at him a few times, and I don't like nights like that. It was a rough night, and he finally calmed down, and still took him, I think, 2 hours all in all to fall asleep. And then my daughter was still up, which is a little weird. She usually falls asleep while I'm putting him to bed, and when I went up to say goodnight to her, and she always wants me to give her a little massage, I went to turn on the clock thing she has by her bed and realized she was crying. And when I paid attention to the fact that she was crying, she started sobbing. She was just in hysterics, and it was heartbreaking, just totally heartbreaking. She wasn't able to speak through her tears, but I asked her, does she feel worried? Because she said something as I was putting as I was putting her brother down, like, I'm gonna miss you tomorrow. And I said, I'll miss you too. But then she was just in hysterics. She was so upset. And so I said, do you feel worried about me having the surgery tomorrow? And she nodded and cried even harder. And it just sucks. Like, I really don't like lying to my kids, so I didn't feel like I could tell her, oh yes, I will definitely survive the surgery. Like, the risks are really low, but she's too young to understand really risks and all that. So I told her they're really good surgeons, they know what they're doing. And then I told her stories about times that I've been afraid. One time when I was pregnant with her, I didn't feel her move for almost 24 hours, and I freaked out. I was up at a summer camp 2 hours away from the hospital, and I totally freaked out. It's like the most I freaked out in years, and really cried and prayed that she was okay. And so I told her that story, and that when I finally was like made up my mind that I was going to drive down the mountain, but I was just going to wait till daylight, I sat back with a yogurt and watched Netflix, and then I started feeling her move, and I didn't have to go to the hospital that night, which was great. So I told her stories. I asked her if she wanted to sleep in my bed tonight. She said yeah, so I brought her into my bed and showed her pictures and videos from when she wanted, for some reason, to see videos from when she was 3, so about a year ago. So we did that for a little while, and every time I was like, okay, now I have to go to bed, she would start crying again. So it was rough. She listened to a meditation. Yeah, I guess I wasn't expecting that, because we've been talking about my surgery for months now, and this is the first time she ever brought anything up about being scared about it. I think when my mom got here this morning, that was part of what did that for her. Like, it just became very real, and knowing that in the morning I'm not going to be there, someone else is going to be. My friend Steven's going to be taking her to school in the morning, and my mom's going to be picking her up, and I think all that was really hard. So anyway, I am exhausted. I have to take 2 showers with special antimicrobial soap. So I did my first one just before, and I have another one to do right before I go to the hospital. I have to check in at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, which is so early, and surgery's supposed to be at 7:30. And I don't know how many people will watch this before I have surgery, since I don't think anyone watched the other one. But wish me luck, and hopefully it'll be no complications and everything will be just peachy. I was gonna try to do like a full body shot for people who don't know me, but I don't think I can turn this thing around. But I guess I can do a mirror picture. Does that work? There you go. So, I mean, my stomach's a little smaller right now because I didn't eat in the past 48 hours, but it's still there, still significant. Along with, you can see obviously my face being pretty heavy, and I don't know, legs. My legs are fine, I guess, but mostly just want, like, the way this belly fat is. Just don't want to have heart issues, and I already have sleep apnea, so hoping all that'll get better, and really looking forward to being able to move more and be active with my kids. And it's so hard because I don't want, if God forbid I would die during the surgery, I wouldn't want my kids to feel like it was their fault, because I'm totally, they're the main reason I'm doing this. I don't want to die young when I have 2 little ones depending on me, to not have heart disease, and I want to be able to lead an active life with them, so that's why I'm doing it. But I would never want them to carry the guilt that they're the reason I had surgery, and God forbid that surgery killed me. Terrifying. But I've been through 3 other surgeries. I've been fine, and I have hope for this one. And probably the next video you'll see from me will be when I'm at the hospital ready, or else it'll be post-op. Alright. Good night, y'all.